Hi coins collectors, welcome back to my channel Old Coins History. Like, subscribe and press the bell icon. In this episode we are going to discuss into 10 rarest and most valuable coins, so be with us to end of this video.
Number 1, 1933 Double Eagle. Augustus St. Gaudens was the designer. 34.0 millimeters in diameter, 33.40 grams in weight, 90% gold, 10% copper metal. The United States was experiencing this in 1933. In that year, almost 500,000 $20 gold coins were produced. The mint was instructed to melt all of the $20 gold coins that were still in its hands, and President Roosevelt issued an executive order removing all gold coins from circulation. Although they were never formally issued, a few $20 gold pieces with a 1933 date managed to escape from the mint's vaults. A number went on sale in 1937, but in 1944, a Secret Service inquiry discovered that they had been taken from their owners and stolen from the mint. They are currently unlawful to own, and the US government will seize them, except for one, which was once owned by Egyptian King Farouk. After a protracted legal dispute, the private owner and the mint decided to sell the coin and divide the revenues. In order to commercialize the coin and make it unlawful to own, the buyer had to give the mint an extra $20. This is the only 1933 Double Eagle monetized and issued by the United States Mint, claims the United States Mint. Additionally, it is the sole instance of private ownership that the US government has ever permitted or ever plans to permit. Any more instances that might exist would also be considered government property, unlawful to possess, and subject to seizure. Number 2, 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar. Created by Robert Scott. 40.0 millimeters in diameter, a 27.0 gram weight, 90% silver, 10% copper metal. This coin set the world record for the sale of a single coin when it was sold by the auction house Stack's Bowers in the January 2013 New York Americana sale. Researchers in numismatics think it was the first silver dollar the US has ever produced. For its first 2 years after its founding in 1792, the United States Mint only produced copper coins and a few pattern coins. For more over 200 years, coin collectors have kept this flawless specimen in its original mint state. You don't come across a coin this old and in nearly pristine shape very frequently. This is the only known example of a 1794 silver dollar that displays proof like reflection in the fields. The fields flash with a stunning deep mirror reflection when seen outside of their encapsulation, striking a striking contrast with the totally frosted dices. The silver plugs are present on several 1795 silver dollars, but they also include adjustment marks on both the obverse and reverse of this coin. Correction marks are visible but faint, mostly around the rim. According to a press statement from Stack's Bowers Galleries, the phrase once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is occasionally used, but it is particularly appropriate for this artwork. Number 3, 1787 Brasher Doubloon, ebb on wing. Gram weight, 26.41. 29.8 millimeters is the diameter. Gold makes up 89.3% of the composition, followed by silver, 6.4%, copper around 3%, and other trace elements. The most well-known numismatic rare in the world is the New York-style Brasher doubloon. Of the 7 specimens that are known, the specific one is the best. Numismatist Matthew Stickney first purchased this in 1848. It was one of the earliest privately issued gold coins, having a face value of $15 when it was initially produced in the late 1700s. This was significant since it would be another 5 years until the US Mint was established. To support commerce, the expanding United States of America needed gold coins. Any dedicated numismatist would be happy to have this coin in their collection if their budget allowed it. Number 4, 1787 Brasher doubloon, ebb on wing. Gram weight, 26.41. 29.8 millimeters is the diameter. Gold makes up 89.3% of the composition, silver 6.4%, copper about 3%, and the remaining trace components. In the late 1700s, Ephraim Brasher worked as a gold and silversmith in the New York City region. The colonies turned to minting their own coins because the United States Mint wasn't yet up and running. Some of these coins were produced by independent business people like Brasher. Many numismatists agree that the Brasher doubloon is the most significant coin ever produced, including eminent figures like Henry Chapman and Q. David Bowers. The specifications of Brasher's New York-style Brasher doubloon, which he produced in 1787, are virtually identical to those of the Lama doubloons and are extremely similar to those of the earliest Spanish coins from that era. Number 5. 1787 Brasher doubloon, Ebb on Breast, Bushnell Garrett. Blanchard and Company sold this coin to a private collector for nearly $7 million despite the fact that it wasn't sold in a coin auction. Ephraim Brasher's cover stamp appears on the breast of the eagle on this piece, as opposed to the wing on the earlier 1787 Brasher doubloon. 4. Ephraim Brasher, a silversmith and goldsmith in New York City, struck the coin in 1787, and it had a face value of $15 in gold at the time. Additionally, Brasher produced a small quantity of gold coins that we believe were meant for general circulation, because the U.S. Mint had not yet started operations. Number 6. 1913 Liberty Head Nickel Morton Smith Eliasberg Specimen. Of the 5 known specimens of the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, this one is by far the best. At the Anna U.S. Coins auction in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in August 2018, a specimen from the Dr. William Morton Smith Eliasberg collection was put up for auction in the field. The specimen's surface displays a striking mirror-like quality. Of the 5 coins, only this one possesses this trait. There is substantial debate concerning the manufacture of this coin, because there is no known mint record. Professional coin graders have assigned it grades ranging from the 62 proof 64. Number 7. 1804 Silver Dollar Class I, the Waters Child Specimen, created by Robert Scott, 40.0 millimeters in diameter, a 27.0 gram weight, 90% silver, 10% copper, metal. The 1804 silver dollar is the best example of the king of US coins and is graded proof 68 by Professional Coin Grading Service. When this coin was sold in August of 1999, it was the most expensive coin ever. It easily outperformed the previous record holder, another silver dollar from 1804, by a factor of nearly 2. The Sultan of Muscat, C.A. Waters, Henry Chapman, Virgil Brand, Charles and Ruth Green, Charles Frederick Charles, and the Pope family were a few of the past owners. The best example of the king of U.S. coins is the 1804 silver dollar, which Professional Coin Grading Service rates proof 68. This coin set a record for price when it was sold in August of 1999. By almost 2 times, it considerably beat the previous record holder, another silver dollar from 1804. Past proprietors of the property include the Sultan of Muscat, C.A. Waters, Henry Chapman, Virgil Brand, Charles and Ruth Green, Charles Frederick Charles, and the Pope family. Number 8. $1 million gold Canadian maple leaf, 1 million Canadian dollars in value. Mass 100,000 g, 530 millimeters in diameter. Gold with a 999.99 composition. The first $1 million coin in history was created by the Royal Canadian Mint in 2007. The coin has a diameter of 50.20 inches, a thickness of 3.1.2 inches, and weighs 3,215 troy ounces of 99.999% pure gold. The coin was initially intended to serve as a centerpiece for the Royal Canadian Mint's new range of 1 troy ounce, 99.999% pure gold maple leaf bullion coins. 5 of these magnificent gold bullion coins have already been bought by international investors. At an auction held in Vienna at the Dorotheum Auction House, the final coin to sell at a public auction brought in 3.27 million euros, 4.2 million USD. One of these enormous coins was taken from the Bode Museum in Berlin, Germany, in March 2017. The 220-pound coin was taken out of the building by the burglars, who then transported it away using a wheelbarrow. Number 9. 1804 Bust Dollar Class I Metli Honquelo Specimen, created by Robert Scott, 40.0 millimeters in diameter, a 27.0 gram weight, 90% silver, 10% copper metal. This is the same coin that was sold for $37,375 in April 2008 and is noted as being among the top 10 most valuable coins in the world above. This owner made a $140,000 profit when he sold it, in contrast to the owner of the Roy 50 1913 Liberty Head nickel who lost over $500,000 when it was sold again. Only 15 genuine specimens that were stocked 3 times are currently known. Professional numismatists classified each of the 15 coins by carefully inspecting them into one of 3 categories: Class I, or original, Class II, or first restrike, and Class III, or second restrike. 8 coins are known to exist for the Class I coin. which has the largest population. Number 10, 1804 bust dollar Class I Dexter Pogue specimen. Robert Scott is the creator. Dimension 40 millimeters, 27.0 grams in weight, 90% silver, 10% copper. On the list of the world's rarest and most valuable coins, the king of American coins claims one of the top 10 positions once more. This coin was offered for sale as a part of the 2.5-year-long auction of the D. Brent Pogue coin collection held by Stack's Bowes Galleries and Sotheby's. The reverse of the specimen includes a little D pierced into a cloud, indicating that James V. Dexter, the wealthy numismatist who had it for 14 years at the end of the 19th century, once owned it. 5 different auctions were held to sell the complete collection, which brought in $106.69 million. The finest known example of an 1804 silver dollar was found in the Pogue coin collection, the Sultan of Muscat Water's brand Child's Pogue. However, an offer of $10.81 million was insufficient for the coin to be purchased on May 24, 2016. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates.